Just about every night of the week you can find a group of people doing something that most of the rest of us are not particularly interested in doing. We like doing stories about those people and their hobbies and passions and pastimes. For maybe just a few hours they turn off their TVs and computers and put aside their cell phones so they can discuss or rehearse or play or sing, or in this case, dance their way back in time. You might say the members of this dance group are really out of step with the times. The dances they do haven't been popular for 200 or 300 years or so. For this, the music is from 17th century English composer Henry Purcell in minuet time, and the dance is described as long ways set for as many as will, or two lines of dancers facing each other for as many people who want in. Now, there are a lot of people involved in various kinds of country and folk dancing. This particular group came about at a time when people who knew about life 200 years ago were really in demand. Remember 2004, all the events related to the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition? Not only did they need people to play the roles of members of the Corps of Discovery, but there was also a need for soldiers and craftspeople, menfolk and womenfolk. And a couple of years before the big events and celebrations, some local dancers figured they had a role to play in all of this.
We knew that they danced. You know, they had balls in St. Louis, several of them. And so we thought, well, this is a good opportunity, so we organized a group and we called it Dance Discovery.
Sides, rights and lefts.
John Ramsey started country dancing back in 1947. But more than that, he's something of a dance historian who spends a lot of time researching the old steps and music and trying to get as close to the real thing as he can.
And some people, you know, they fuss about this or fuss about that as being authentic. And, well, how can you be authentic? You can't live in the past. You have to bring the past, and it means something to you today.
Okay, first couple will cross by the right.
Missy Reisenleiter is one of Dance Discovery's founding members and its artistic director. She started out as a Civil War reenactor who began to learn dances from that era.
I went from Civil War reenacting to historic dancing because I didn't have to camp anymore. I could stay at home and sleep every night, but still keep history alive. To me, that's one of the things that I enjoy doing, is keeping some form of history alive. This is something people can hear and see and participate in, and it's great.
After first getting together and performing at Lewis and Clark events, the members of Dance Discovery just kept on meeting and dancing. These twice-a-month meetings are technically rehearsals, but they'll do this even if there are not any scheduled performances. But when called, they are ready to really play their parts. They were asked to dance at the 2009 Bastille Day celebration at the historic Châtillon de Menil House.
Oh yeah, I still get to dress up in pretty clothes and dance, and I could do that as a Civil War reenactor. I can also do that in Dance Discovery, but now I can do not only Civil War, I can do Colonial, I can do Lewis and Clark, and I can do other periods.
There's more to historic reenactment than the music and the steps and the clothes. It is really a way of experiencing and understanding how people, men and women especially, socialized.
And the dances not only reflect society, but they influence society as well.
So while this looks all prim and proper, you have to figure there's more to this than meets the eye.
It was their social life, so this was the way to do it. And you can see it in the flirting, in the dance. You touched hands.
Oh, now they had some dances in which they kissed.
That's true.
And some people were naughty, I'm sure.
Keep in mind that when these folks perform, they're just giving us a taste of the dance itself, a demonstration. What we don't get is the context, the experience of an 18th century social event, a party where the dancing, slow and fast, went on all night long with refreshments. A dance like this, you combine that with some wine or some cider or something? I mean, we're talking quite a party in 1706 or something, right?
You betcha.
Yeah.
I think we need a little set running just so he can see how bawdy we can get.
I just enjoy getting out there and coordinating and feeling that music. It's just fabulous.
It's kind of fun to do historic dances and dress up in costumes.
There are some people that don't get it, but the ones that are here enjoy the dancing, the music, the history, and putting it all together.